Hi, my name is Briana Dorio, and for my community movie assignment and video reflection this week, I chose the Queen of Katwe movie. And overall, just my thoughts on the film. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a great feel-good movie, and I really thought the actress was great. I thought it gave me such a good sense of I just love learning about other places and other cultures, and I thought it really did a great job at showing me so many facets of the culture in Katwe and in Ghana. I think that it definitely hit a lot of our discussion topics this week in our content topics, like defining a community. We really got a sense of her community, and then the chess family that she created kind of became her community. It also really highlighted community services and faith-based organizations, as the ministry, the youth ministry, was what brought her in to chess and what gave her that community, and they became a community in and of themselves. And then also just kind of links schools with communities and businesses in the way that she got into a school because of chess, and it just showed how that all kind of worked together. And then also it really touched on gender inclusiveness, because a lot of the boys were upset about being beat by a girl, and I really like that they touched on that because that is still a prevalent thing as well. And then it touched on culture and race, central issues in the US, but more so not in the US, outside of the US, specifically in Ghana, and the disparities in the country itself. They went, just in the car, not very far, not far enough to fly, and the difference was just astronomical in the resources that those kids had. Um, as for resources that I can implement as a future educator in the community to get support from my community, I love the idea of bringing in businesses and services into the classroom to support my students, to kind of create that connection between community and classroom. I also just love the idea of involving the parents, because they bring their own sense of community and they bring their own assets and backgrounds and skills to the classroom that can benefit students astronomically, especially, just having that connection with their parent. Um, so, yeah, overall, I loved the film. I thought it was such great. There's not a lot of movies that highlight this specific group of people, and I think it's amazing that this exists. And I just love that it was a girl, who won and who was good at a game that involves being smart, because that's not always shown either. And yeah, I just thought it was a great movie about community, and it taught me a lot, and I'm going to recommend it to other people as well. So, thank you so much.